live. Let me just check. Everything is okay. Okay. Give teacher 2 minutes. Let me share everything on my social media first. Okay. Hi. Just let me know if you're watching. Say hi. Okay, say hi and let me know where are you from. Okay, give me 2 minutes. Okay, give me 2 minutes. I will share the link first. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, hi everyone, how are you all? Okay, let's see. We have Form 5 students joining in. Okay, make sure you're ready with the notes. If you don't have, click on the link in the description box. Okay, click on the link in the description box and make sure you have it with you. Okay, hold on. Let me just add it. Actually, my title is supposed to be Form 5 Chapter 2, not Chapter 1. It's supposed to be Form 5 Chapter 2 uh, Differentiation. Okay, Form 5 Chapter 2 Differentiation. Let me see if I can uh, just edit. Okay, just edit the title. Form 5 Chapter 2 Differentiation Part 1. Today's part, we will be going to, okay, we will be doing how to find the limit of the differentiation, and also how to find the first derivative. So these two things are the one that we are going to cover for today. So hopefully we can finish these two parts. Okay, finish these two parts today. Okay, I think I'm ready. Okay, let's get started. Okay, have the notes with you, have your calculator, have your uh, water bottle, okay, everything beside you so that you can focus, you can be, present for the class, because this chapter is very important for SPF. Especially this chapter comes out in paper 2 for uh, up to like KBAT question, like HOTS question, all. Okay, this chapter is where it's tested. Okay, so it's very important that you understand the basic and how to solve differentiation. Okay, now let me start with the basic of what is differentiation. Okay, now maybe you don't know like what is the meaning of differentiation, right? Okay, let me just go back to your form 4. Okay, if you still can remember your form 4, you learned about uh, quadratic graph. Okay, you learned about quadratic graph. Then you also learned about drawing a straight line that touches the graph. Okay, maybe it's a smiling graph, or maybe it can also be a sad graph. Draw a line, a straight line, touch the graph. Okay, when you have a straight line touching the graph here and here, that is called a tangent line. Okay, that's called a tangent line. So usually this part, okay, here you will get your gradient, which you will get the gradient equal to 0. Okay, this part you will get the gradient. Okay, we will usually find the gradient, and the gradient will equal to 0. Okay, now for this chapter, chapter 2 differentiation, this entire differentiation is actually Okay, another word, okay, to explain what is differentiation is actually gradient. Differentiation means you're finding the gradient. Okay, that's the meaning of it. Differentiation means you're finding the gradient actually. Okay, but in this chapter, the first part, all you will be just finding the differentiation using the terms x, y, like that only. Okay, you won't later, eventually only you will start to substitute the value. So that one later part. Okay, now we go to the first part, which is how to find the limit and the relation to differentiation. Okay, first, what you need to know is you need to know how to find the limit. Okay, why we are finding the limit for a function is because, okay, let's say, okay, I draw back here the graph. Let's say it's a smiling graph. Okay, let's say it's a smiling graph, and in this smiling graph we have, okay, let's say draw a tangent line here. Okay, in this tangent line, okay, in this tangent line here, let's say teacher put the value of x is 3. Okay, I'm putting the value of x is 3. Now I want to know what will be the value for the what is that, the function. Okay, let's say here the function is given as x squared plus 3x plus 6. Okay, it is smaller, x squared plus 3x plus 6. Let's say it's like this. Okay, now I want to know what is my limit when x is equals to 3. That means when the x is 3 at this graph, what will happen to my function. So this is the first part that actually you are going to learn. Okay, how to find the limit for the function. So this, you will always be given a function, and then you need to substitute the limit and see whether you are getting a value or not. Okay, now there are few rules that you must take note before you substitute the value. Okay, first, let's look at the steps. Okay, first step, you can always try to directly substitute the value of x into the function. Okay, I'll show you how. Okay, usually you can directly substitute. Okay, but sometimes when you do that, okay, when you substitute the value, you might get this answer 0 over 0, or you might get infinity over infinity. Okay, when you get like that, the answer, this is considered a function that is not, it cannot be solved. What is 0 over 0 and what is infinity over infinity? Like, you cannot define. So therefore, when you get like this answer, your next step is you must solve by factorizing. You have to simplify by factorization. Okay, so now these are just the two things now you should know already. Yeah, okay, first, always try to substitute the value first. Let's say after substitute you don't get immediately what is that, an answer. Okay, so what you do, the next step, you check whether you are getting 0 over 0 or you are getting infinity over infinity. Okay, if you're getting like this, your answer, then you have to solve by factorizing. You have to do factorization method. Okay, now the next one, the third step. Okay, if let's say, okay, if let's say your answer, you are getting a over 0. A over 0 here means a is number. A is a constant. Okay, let's say you're getting number. For example, I'm getting 6 over 0. Okay, now take your calculator. Okay, try to key in 6 divided by 0. What you get? I think you will get straight away math error. Okay, you'll get math error, 6 divided by 0. So cannot solve, right? You're getting math error, so you cannot solve. Okay, how about you try 0 divided by 6. 0 divided by 6. You will get the answer 0. Okay, 0 divided by 6 is 0. Okay, now, so this one, what you need to know and memorize is, if you get number over 0, your answer will equal to infinity. If you get 0 over a, your answer will equal to 0. Okay, these two you have to take note. because this information all is not given during your exam. This one all you have to understand and apply it. Okay, now we go to the last part. Okay, example of factorization. Okay, this one teacher is not going to go much into because this is just factorizing, because different question you will have different way of factorizing. But just for your quick review, if you look here, they factorize the x out, right? So they pull the x out. Excuse me. Then they write a plus b over x, okay, because they pull the x out. Here they pull the x square out, so usually try to pull the one with the big power, or you can also pull the one with the smaller power out. Then you factorize, you will get in this form also. Okay, but this last one, this one teacher will show you using the example. Okay, all right, so if you have your notes, okay, let's go to the next part, okay, which is evaluate the following limits. Okay, now first step, remember your first step is always substitute the limit. Okay, now let's look at question A, 1A. Okay, I'm going to go closer. Okay, 1A, okay, let me copy the question first. Limit of x approaching 3 for the function 2x plus 6 over x. Okay, let's try to substitute the value of 3 inside the function. Okay, let's try to substitute the value of 3 inside the function. Okay, when you substitute, okay, so you get 2 times 3 plus 6 over 3. Okay, so 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 6 divided 3 is 2. Okay, so are we getting a value here? Yes, we are getting value 8. So that means if you are getting answer, very good. There's nothing extra you need to do to, get the answer, because you're getting ready the answer. So that's our answer lah. Okay, A. Okay, now let's look at B. Okay, B. Okay, let me copy B first. Limit of x approaching 1, x square plus x minus 2 over x square minus 2x plus 1. Okay, teacher give you a clue here. Okay, now what we're going to do first is we're going to substitute the 1 inside the x. Okay, but I'm giving you a clue. Whenever you see something with power, okay, you must do the factorization. This one, you must do the factorizing. Okay, but here, okay, I'm not going to do the factorizing first. I'm just going to show you first the reason why we need to do factorization. Okay, I'm going to substitute 1 inside the x. Okay, so this is going to be 1 square plus 1 minus 2 divided by 1 square minus 2 times 1 plus 1. Okay, you can key in calculator. 1 plus 1 minus 2, we get 0. 1 minus 2 plus 1, 0 also. Okay, what happens when you get the answer 0 over 0? What should we do? What should we apply? 0 over 0. By now, if you follow the rule, if you get 0 over 0, what you must do? Factorization. Okay, so let's do the factorization. That means this answer is not acceptable. You have to go for factorization method. Okay, now let's do the factorizing. Okay, look at the equation. Limit x approaching 1. So this one all cannot really, not applicable already. This is not your steps anymore. Okay, let's factorize the top one. Okay, you can use your calculator, find the value. Okay, I hope you know how to use your calculator for factorizing quadratic equation. Okay, if not, you can learn next Tuesday. Teacher is having form 4 quadratic equation class. You can join the live class on Tuesday. Okay. Okay, let me just find the answer first. For the first one, A is 1, B is 1, C is -2. Okay, so I get x minus 1, and the other one is x plus 2. Okay, then for the bottom one, key in again. Okay, 1, negative 2 and 1. Okay, x minus 1, x minus 1. So there's only one answer. That means it's x minus 1, x minus 1. Because roots for quadratic must always be two roots. Okay, must always be two roots. Okay, now let's look at what is that? What's the next thing that we can do? Okay, if you look at your factorization so for now, is there anything here that you can simplify? Is there anything that you can simplify? Yes. If you see x minus 1, x minus 1, yes, you can simplify. So when you simplify, you are left with x plus 2 over x minus 1. Okay, now since you already simplify, you ganti the one inside the x. Okay, you ganti the one inside the x. Okay, so you get 1 plus 2 divided by 1 minus 1. Okay, here what we will get the answer. We will get 3 over 0. Okay, whenever you get a number divided by 0, follow the rules. Go back to the rules. Number divide 0. This one. What is your answer should be? Infinity. So here your answer will be, final answer will be infinity or infinite. Okay, depends on how you say. Yes, yes, correct, Isha. 3 over 0 is infinity. Okay, very good. Okay, now we can go to C. Okay, let's look at C. Okay, wait, let me just drink water first. Okay, C is, we will still be using the same method. Okay, let me copy first. Limit of delta x. Okay, here this letter is called delta. Okay, why is called delta and what is the meaning of delta? Okay, I just write down for you all first. Delta means small changes. Small changes. That means, like, for example, let's say, okay, I draw a graph first. Let's say you got a graph. Okay, then you draw a tangent line here. Okay, then suddenly another person, let's say they draw a tangent line like this. Then another person draw a tangent line like this. Okay, everything is tangent line because it's touching the graph. Okay, but can you see there are small changes here? Small changes between each tangent line. That is actually the delta for x. The small changes. Okay, so that is delta. Okay, now let's look at how to solve this. Okay, so this one, your delta x is the one you must substitute as 0. Okay, you have to follow. If this is delta x, so your delta x you must substitute 0. Don't substitute the x as 0. Okay, okay, so let's substitute negative 1 x plus 0 x. Okay, what is x plus 0? X, isn't it? Okay, so x times with x, so you will get negative 1 over x squared. So this one you don't get value, your limit you will get like in this form, in x. Okay, okay, we have one more question, right? D. Okay, let's look at D. Okay, let me just copy, I think I'll copy the D here. Okay, D, find the limit x approaching 0, square root x plus 1 minus 1 divided by x. Okay, first step, always try to substitute first. Okay, if I substitute here, what will I get? 0 plus 1, then divide 0. Okay, so you will get 0 over 0. Okay, 0 over 0 cannot be the answer. So we have to go for factorizing. Okay, but here how to factorize? This is not square. This one got cert. Okay, if got cert, you remember your form 4, what you must do? Cert. Try to recall your form 4, what you must do for cert. You must, what is the name called for making the cert hilang, or like, you're making the cert go away. We don't want cert. Start with R. Let's see if anyone can remember. R-A. R-A-T. Not rat, not ticos. Okay. Rationalize. Okay, I hope you all remember. Rationalize. Or you can use SE also. Okay. Yes, conjugate, correct. You solve the conjugate by doing rationalizing method, right? In bahasa is menisbahkan. Okay. So in this case also we are going to do rationalizing. Okay. So what do we do here is, okay, we're going to multiply with the conjugate. Correct. Okay, we're going to multiply with the conjugate. Okay. So now, yes, Pearl King, you're correct. Okay, so how to multiply conjugate? So what will be the conjugate for this? Now the next thing is, what is the conjugate for us to multiply? Is it, okay, I give options here. Let's see if you all are correct. Let's say option A, set x plus 1 plus 1, or okay, over, x plus 1, or set x minus 1 minus 1. Okay, which one you all think is the conjugate? A or B? Set x plus 1 or set x minus 1 and then minus 1. Let's see your option. Is it option A is your conjugate and you must times, or is it B? Okay, let's see. Because some students, yes, when teacher teach, okay, like you all might think that, teacher, should we change the sign, the one inside the set, or should we change the one outside the set? Okay, always remember you must change the sign for the outside of the set. Inside the set, nothing will change. That one just copy back only. So that means your conjugate is A. Okay, so the plus here only will change. The minus will become plus. Okay, don't change the one inside the cert. That one will be wrong already. Okay, can okay, so now we times, okay, we times with, okay, cert x plus 1 plus 1. Okay, so we are changing the one outside there. Okay, cert x plus 1 plus 1. Okay, so this is our conjugate. Now we're going to multiply carefully. Okay, teacher, it's B. By the way, I'm Kirtana here. Oh, okay. Hi, Kirtana. I saw your name is Perky, so I thought, okay, your name is Perky. No, the answer will be A, Kirtana, because you have to change the sign outside the set, not within. Okay, so now when we times, okay, we cross, okay, make sure you cross multiply everything one by one. Okay, the limit still copy back, don't forget, limit must still copy back. Okay, set x plus 1 times set x plus 1, you get x plus 1, and then over there you times, you get set x plus 1, then you times negative 1, and with this you get negative set x plus 1, and then negative 1 you times with this, you get negative 1. Okay, actually there's a shortcut for this. If you all are familiar with the shortcut, please go ahead and use the shortcut, because it's very, very easy. Okay, to use the shortcut is very easy. Okay, I'll just show what is the shortcut quickly. If let's say you got A plus B, A minus B. Okay, in front same A and A, behind also same B and B. So your answer straight away will be A square minus B square. So actually here also If teacher want, teacher can straight away write like this. Okay, we show this. Square root x plus 1 I square, then minus I take 1 and I square. Straight away, that's the answer actually. Okay, then the bottom one you kembangkan, you expand. Okay, expand one by one. We will get x third. Okay, I just put bracket third x plus 1 plus 1. I put together like this. Like I attach them together like this. Okay, now the top one, let's uh, find the final answer here. So this one will be x plus 1. Third no more already. Cancel off already. Minus 1 over x, this one still in bracket here, x plus 1 plus 1. Okay, then we can cut 1 minus 1 is 0 already, so your answer will be x over, okay, go up a bit. Okay, bottom is x, third x plus 1 plus 1. Okay, now put longer a bit. Okay, the up x I put in the middle a bit. Okay, now from here anything we can simplify? Yes, we can simplify the x. So we cut the x, no more already. So your answer here, you will get limit x approaching 0, 1. 1 over third x plus 1 plus 1. Okay, do you realize that until, okay, because we haven't substitute the limit 0 inside the function here, right? So until you belum substitute, make sure you keep writing the limit, 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 limit. You must keep writing the limit. Okay. Okay, now only I'm going to substitute the 0 inside the x. Okay, so since I'm going to substitute the 0 inside the x, now I don't need to write the limit already. So it will become 0 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, so what answer do we get here? So you'll get 1 over square root of 1 is 1. 1 plus 1, 2. So your answer is 1 over 2, the limit. Okay. Okay, so hope this is clear. Okay, I've helped cover up for limit. Okay, how to find the limit. Okay, so the next part will be all questions only. Okay, if you downloaded these notes, okay, teacher's going to give the final answer. Okay, I give you all the final answer. You all can try this. Okay, there are 6 questions here. Okay, I'll just give you the final answer. Make sure you follow the rules. First step, always try to substitute first the value. Okay, if you're getting 0 over 0 or you're getting infinity over infinity, then that means you must do the factorizing. But let's say usually your question, if you have square or you have power 3, straight away just do the factorizing method. Okay, that's like your clue. And if you got third, straight away do the conjugate, multiply the conjugate and rationalize it. Okay, can all right. Okay, let me give this one the final answer. Okay, maybe I'll just do question. Let me see which question will be beneficial for you all. Okay, maybe I'll do question B and one more. Okay, if you can see here, this is question C is also a conjugate, right? Okay, so make sure you multiply the conjugate. Okay, I'll do question B. Okay, let's see. Can you give me which one, another one more question you all want teacher to do? Okay, the others I'll just give the final answer only. One more question that you want teacher to do. If not, then I'll just choose which one I want to do. Maybe I'll choose easy one. Okay. Since no one is choosing yet, I'll choose B, and I think I'll go for F. B and F. Okay, B and F. Okay, so this one teacher gave you all the final answer already. Quickly just write down, try, make sure you try. It's very important to try, then only you know whether you can apply the method that teacher is guiding or not. Okay, I'm going to do B first. Limit of x approaching 6, x minus 6, x square minus 36. Okay, now, oh, we have a request. E. Okay. So since we have request, so teacher will do B and E, yeah? Okay. So you'll do B and E. Okay. Maybe sometimes I'm getting the chat messages late. Okay. So, right. Okay. First step. Okay. You try to substitute the 6 inside the function first. Okay. Like from here, teacher can already see. If I substitute means I'll get 0 over 0. So that's not the answer that I'm looking for. So go for the next step, which is factorizing. Okay, let's factorize the bottom one. Up one, nothing to factorize. So you just copy back only. Okay, the bottom one, how to factorize? Okay, remember, just now I got do one shortcut for y'all. Where was it? Okay, let me redo back this the shortcut, which is, remember, there's now a minus b, a plus b. You will get a square minus b square, right? This one is applying this concept. Okay, the a is your x. The b will be, okay, what number you square you get 36? 6, isn't it? So it's actually x square minus 6 square. Okay, you have to change it in this form, then you can get the 2 factor here. So this is x minus 6 and another one is x plus 6. Okay, always remember this one will really help you for your SPM. Okay, you have to keep this in mind to use the concept. Okay, from here anything can be simplified. Excuse me, anything can be simplified. Yes, x minus 6 can cut off, no more already. So you are left with limit x approaching 6, 1 over x plus 6. Okay, now you substitute the 6 inside, so you'll get 1 over 6 plus 6, which is 1 over 12. Okay, so we got the limit already. Okay, okay, we do the other question, which is E, as requested by Kirtana. Okay, we try that question E. Just out of curiosity, uh, are you all this year Form 5 or you all are Form 4 and you are learning Form 5? Because I know some Form 4 students are also watching the live classes, and also like maybe you are just curious to know what you are learning for Form 5. Okay, just let me know if you are Form 5 this year. Okay, we just copy the question first. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to solve E. Okay, for E, okay, since we have cert, okay, the moment you have cert, what you need to do? You need to multiply by the conjugate. Okay, multiply the conjugate. Okay, so you all are Form 5, huh? Okay, good to know. So you all should have the basic of just now, because just now teacher was teaching this one, right? This part. So I was just curious whether you all got the concept, because this one all you all learned during Form 4 already, right? A minus B, A plus B. Okay. Okay. Multiply the conjugate. So what is the conjugate? Conjugate will be 3 plus cert x minus, cert x plus 9. Okay, so the minus at the outer part of the cert will change. So don't change the sign inside the cert. Okay, so now I'm going to do the multiplication process. Okay, 5x over 3 minus cert x plus 9. Okay, times up and bottom. Okay, up and down. 3 plus zx plus 9 over 3 plus zx plus 9. Okay, so let's expand up. Okay, one by one. Okay, let's start with 5x times 3. Okay, so make sure to keep writing the limit. Okay, it's very important. Keep writing the limit. 5x times 3 is 15x. Then 5x times with the third x plus 9. Okay, be careful. This is where your form 4 third is tested. The 5x don't have third. X plus 9 got third. So I'll always say this in form 4. Third means like got rumah, got house. Those who started rumah is like strangers coming to your house. So will you allow strangers to come into the house? No. So strangers stay outside. So you just attach like that only. Okay, just attach only. Nothing. Not to go in. Cannot go in. Okay, the bottom one, we're going to use the concept of a plus b, a minus b, which is you will get a square minus b square. So you're going to use this concept. So I'm going to write 3 square minus x plus 9 square. Okay. Okay, now from here we continue solving. Okay, so we will get limit x approaching 0. At the top, wait first because there's nothing there you can solve, right? Yeah, we cannot like we wait first. Don't solve anything yet. So just copy back 15x plus 5x, third x plus 9. Then, okay, the bottom one, yes, this one we will get 3 square, which is 9. Okay, 9 minus here cut off already. So 9 minus x plus 9. Okay, this one if you open up the bracket, okay, be careful. You because you have to open up the bracket, right? So when you open up the bracket, the negative will go in. No, you have to times the negative in. Okay, so you will get in this form 15x plus 5x x plus 9. Okay, 9 minus x minus 9. So when the negative goes in, becomes minus minus. Okay, so since here now 9 minus 9, nothing, 0 already. Okay, so keeps going. Okay, so limit x approaching 0. Okay, 15x plus 5x square root x plus 9. Okay, what do we have at the bottom? Negative x. Okay, negative x can simplify with anything at the top. Do you feel there's anything we can cut? Yes or no? Do you think that we can cut with the top x value, any of the x value? Let's see. Can we cut to with the top one? Yes or no? Can we cut the x? Like the bottom x, can we cut with the 15x? Or can we cut with the 5x? Okay, let's see what's your answer. Or cannot cut. Which one you feel it is? Can cut? Cannot cut? Okay, can cut. Okay, okay, good answer. Can cut. So since the x at the bottom here is the denominator for the entire equation at the top, right? So that means you can cut for both. Can cut for both, okay? You can cut for both. So the bottom is negative, right? Okay, so usually you don't leave your answer like at the bottom negative only. So what you do, the negative is like you are dividing with negative x. So 15x divide negative x. So you will get negative 50. 5x divide negative x, negative 5. Okay, following up. So we will get in this format already. Okay, now you can substitute the 0 in. Okay, so when we substitute 0 in, we will get negative 15 minus 5, 0 plus 9. Okay, you can use your calculator and solve. Negative 15 minus 5. Square root of 9 is 3. So your answer here you will get minus 5. Here you will get 3. So you will get the final answer is negative 30. Okay, so this will be the limit for E. Okay, so the part where most students might get a little confused is the X here. Okay, the X here whether can cut with both or can cut with one only. Always see the denominator, okay, whether it's like the entire fraction or they only put, or your X is only for one fraction. So that's the part you have to what is that, check always. Okay, now, okay, so I'm going to go to the next part, which is the first derivative of a function by using first principle. Okay, so this one, first derivative of function by using first principle. Okay, this concept is very important. Take note, in your textbook there are steps, but I have created this using an easier step for you. Okay, this is like an easier step for you to do. You can apply this. Okay, you can apply this for exam also. Okay, this will be very easy for you if you apply this. Okay, now actually what is this first principle is, you're using the concept known as the limit. Okay, that's why we learn limit as the first part of the chapter. Okay, we learn limit first. Okay, so you are actually finding the dy dx. Okay, what is dy dx? Dy dx is the differentiation. Okay, dy dx is the differentiation of function. You are differentiating function y with respect to x. That's why at the bottom got dx. Okay, that's why at the bottom got dx. At the top is dy because you're differentiating the y with respect to x. Okay, for this, okay, here teacher got right what is delta y. Okay, delta y, that's not teacher explained already, the small changes. Delta x, small changes in x. Okay, now this formula that I've done in this box here, written here, right, this one you must memorize. uh, Not given during SPM and also during your monthly test. No, I don't think so. Your teachers will give you, unless maybe your teacher say yes, she's giving or he's giving, then that's good for you. But this is not given, you have to know. Okay, so how we are going to use the first principle to solve? Okay, first step, I am going to solve this one. We are going to work backwards. Okay, this is the formula. If you see the formula in your textbook and all, it's exactly the same, but we are going to solve the behind part first, then we are going to solve this, then only the final we will find dy dx. So we are working from backwards. So you guys have to remember this. Okay, especially this one lah. Only this one is slightly longer to remember. Okay, but with a lot of practice, like if you keep doing like 20 questions to 30 questions for this chapter, okay, this part, hold on, let me just check. Okay, all right, I think was this live streaming just now was lagging or anything? I hope now it's fine already. Because just now it was like lagging for me. Mm, okay, I think now it's fine. Okay, so as I was telling just now, this one you must, okay, you must remember the one teacher highlight here. It takes a bit effort from yourself, okay. Do 25 to 30 questions of this first principle. Automatically you'll start to remember, and also write it down in your sticky note, okay. If you have a book that you do formulas, write this down. This is very important. Okay, now I'm going to go through the step. First step, what we're going to do is we are going to find delta y. How you're going to find delta y? We're going to use this. Okay, this is the one you must mainly remember. Okay, the yellow color is just the one teacher take the entire formula, but the first one you remember is this, the green color. Okay, first step, finding delta y. After that, second step, we will find the ratio. How to find the ratio? This part you will divide by delta x. Okay, to find the ratio, you will divide by delta x. Okay, so that is the second step. Third step, we will find the limit. How to find the limit? We will let delta x approach 0. Okay, now you might feel like too many letters, confusing. Okay, it's okay. Let's see how to apply to the question. Okay, let's see how to apply to the question. Okay, let's look at question 8. I would suggest this one you write down together with teacher. You write down together with teacher, that will be the best. Okay, that will be the best for you, so that you also feel that you are doing, okay, and you are learning together. Okay, I'm going to do A first. Okay, find dy dx using first principle. Okay, first step. Okay, step 1. Okay, I'm just going to write the step so that it's something that you can remember. Okay, step 1. Okay, let me copy. Okay, the y equals to 3x. Okay, you cannot use y. You have to change the y to become fx. Okay, make sure the y you change to be fx first. So fx equals to 3x. Okay, so if let's say your question is already 3 fx means, then you don't need to change, just leave it only. Okay, now what you do, okay, this is the first step, right? Okay, just now the one we did is not the first step. That one is like you just change first. Okay, now only we're going to the first step. Okay, step 1, we're going to find delta y. Okay, what you do, you just copy this green color formula. Just copy. Okay, so I'm just going to copy delta y equals to f x plus delta x minus fx. Okay, always copy the formula first. Just copy down the formula. Okay, now what we do, we are going to substitute. We're going to substitute. Okay, see carefully. Okay, delta y equals to, okay, here is your x, isn't it? Okay, here x. Okay, see this carefully, this concept. This is where most students get confused. Okay, here fx, so this is 3x. If teacher write fy, this will be 3y. If teacher write this is fa, this will be 3a. Okay. Sorry. Alright. So I hope you understand this concept. Okay. So x means here must put x. Y means here must put y. A means here must put a. So if let's say teacher put x plus y, so what will you do? You will write x plus y. Whatever we put here, we must ganti inside here, must substitute inside. Okay. Right. So I hope you are following this part. Very important. Okay, so that you don't get confused how to substitute. Okay, now see. Okay, so I'm going to copy my fx. Okay, 3. Okay, but I am going to write my x as x plus delta x. Just copy this whole thing. Copy this whole thing and put inside the x. Okay, then minus fx. Okay, what is fx? Fx is 3x. So just minus 3x. Okay, from here we kembangkan, we expand. Okay, we kembangkan ah. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay, it's just my husband is making some jokes here, that's why. Okay, so we get 3x plus 3 delta x minus 3x. Okay, anything we can solve here? 3x can minus with 3x, 0. Okay, so we only left with 3 delta x. Step 1 done. Okay, now we're going to go to step 2. Okay, step 2, what was the step 2? You must obtain the ratio, right? Okay, how to obtain the ratio delta y delta x? You must divide by delta x. Okay, so I'm just going to write step 2, divide by delta x. So we're going to divide both sides. Okay, so first step, you copy first. Copy just now the answer, that one. Okay, now we divide. Okay, here we divide. Here also divide. Okay, so the moment you divide, do you realize here we can cut ready? Okay, so we already obtained the ratio delta x, delta y, delta x. We get 3. Okay, please write the delta as delta. Don't write here dy dx just because you feel malas to do the sign, okay, that you will get wrong because that's not dy dx, that's delta. So you must use delta. Okay, don't be lazy. Okay, just a small curve only, okay, to make the difference. All right. Okay, now we're going to go to step 3. Step 3 is the last step. Okay, what was step 3 just now? Take the limit. Okay, so this one very simple. You have to find the limit for dy dx. Okay, this one, step 3, what you do, usually you just copy this whole thing. This formula, you copy that. That is step 3. The whole thing there is step 3. Okay, so I'm just going to copy that. Okay, you can see, okay. So dy dx equals to limit delta x approaching 0, delta y, delta x. I just copied the entire formula. Can look back. I just copied the entire formula. Just copy back only. Okay, now we solve. Okay, dy dx. Okay, what is delta y, delta x? Just now we got ready, right? Delta y, delta x. So you can substitute here. What was the answer? Excuse me. Okay, the answer was 3. So you put in 3. Okay, then can you substitute the 0 anywhere? Is there any delta x? Is there any delta x? For you to substitute this, because 0 can only substitute inside the delta x. But do we have any delta x there to substitute? No, right? We don't have. Okay, so since we don't have, cannot substitute, so your final answer is 3 only. So your dy dx, your first derivative is 3. Okay, okay, okay. This uh this takes practice. Okay, this takes practice. Okay, this takes practice, and you need to practice step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, it's easy 3 steps, but you have to put the effort and make sure like you do 20 questions, 30 questions. You will eventually remember already. Okay, you will eventually remember already. Okay, uh, okay, shall we go to the next one, question B? Okay, we go to question B. Okay, I'm going to erase my answers for question 1. If you haven't write down, maybe take a picture or quickly write down. To give like 1 more minute. Hold on, connection is not is showing very low. Okay. Can you all just, if you all are still watching, can you all give teacher like teacher the stream is clear, like it's clear, you can watch, because for me it's showing my connection is error here and it's buffering. Is it buffering or is it clear? Give me 1 minute. I hope you all copy already so I can go to question B. It's clear, huh? Okay, thank you very much. Because it's showing teacher here, it's buffering, so that's why I feel like it's buffering. Okay, so if it's clear, then we can go to the next one. Okay, we go to question B, yeah. Okay, question B. Okay, a bit blur but still can see. Yeah, I think because my connection is showing the stream is unhealthy. Okay, the stream is unhealthy. Okay, never mind. I'll just continue and will go to question B. Okay, I'm going to erase the entire step for question A. Let me erase. Okay, we're going to use the same step. Step 1, step 2, and step 3. Okay. Step 1, step 2, step 3. We're going to use the same step. Okay, let's start with step 1. Okay, step 1. First step, make sure the y you change to fx first. Okay, so you copy y equals to 3x squared. We don't use y, we use fx. Okay, so fx equals to 3x squared. Okay, from here, now you can start with step 1. Okay, step 1, copy this entire delta y formula. Okay, so I'm just going to copy delta y equals to fx plus delta x minus fx. Okay, so this one keep in your memory, okay, make sure you remember, keep in your memory. Okay, then from here what you must do is you must substitute the entire x plus delta x, where you must substitute into the x. Okay, so when we substitute into the x, okay, it will become like this, right? Okay, copy the 3. Okay, x plus delta x, and then you put a square. Okay, because the x there got square, so here also we put square minus fx. Okay, what is fx? 3x squared, so we minus 3x squared. Okay, from here, make sure to expand the x plus delta x first. Make sure to expand first. Okay, when you expand, my suggestion, use the shortcut method. Okay, if you still haven't learned this one, I think I told you already, even from chapter 1, circular measure. Okay, usually what students will do, they will do like this: x plus delta x plus delta x. Okay, but go for the shortcut method, because later SPM you don't have much time when you want to solve. So the more shortcuts you know, the better. Okay, now this one, if you are doing in this using this way, go ahead, but I'm going to use the shortcut method, so I'm going to guide you one more time for the shortcut method. Okay, take the first x and then you square it. Okay, so you get x squared. Then the second one, multiply everything. X times delta x, okay, x times delta x times 2. Okay, x times delta x times 2. So we will get 2x delta x. Okay, this one you write bracket because sometimes the x and the delta x can get confused. You can get confused, so you put in bracket. Okay, so you will get 2x delta x. Okay, then the last one, take the behind term, which is delta x, and you square it. Okay, so you will get plus delta x squared. For now, you just write in bracket. Uh, don't write delta square x square, no. The delta x is together actually. So it's like you cannot separate it. They are like you have to imagine the delta x is like one letter. So you cannot separate it. Okay. Then from here, okay, now we can close bracket already. Finish expanding. Okay, minus 3x squared. Okay, let's expand in. Okay, delta y. Okay, let's expand in. 3 times x, and then expand 1 by 1 everything. Okay, so you will get 3x squared plus 6x delta x plus 3 delta x squared minus 3x squared. Okay, up to here, if there is anything that you can solve, we solve. Okay, let's see, is there anything that we can solve? Yes. 3x squared minus 3x squared, 0, no more already. So you're only left with, okay, I'm just going to copy that one as the final answer. Delta y is equals to 6x delta x plus 3 delta x squared. Okay, now from here you are done. You already found your delta y. Let's go to step 2. Okay, from here we can go to step 2. What is step 2 this now? Divide by the delta x, so that you can get the ratio delta y delta x, because we are going for this part now. Okay, we are trying to find this one. Okay, so we have to do the divide method. Divide by delta x. Okay, now take just now your answer, the delta y. Okay, 6x delta x plus 3 delta x square. Okay, from here we divide the whole thing by delta x on both sides. Okay, here also divide delta x, here also divide delta x, here also divide delta. I would suggest do it all separately. If you want to do, like, if you want to do this one, the whole thing, and then you want to write delta x, also can, but teacher suggests do it separately. Okay, you will know why, because easy for you to simplify. Okay, like in this one now you can already simplify. Delta x we can cut, no more already. Delta x here cut, here we left with power 1 only, right? Okay, so let me go back here. Okay, so the answer will be delta y delta x equals to 6x plus 3 delta x. Okay, step 2 done. The moment you already divide, finish, that's it. Okay, now we go to last step, step 3. Okay, step 3. What was step 3? You have to copy which one? Step 3. Copy that entire dy dx equals to limit. Okay, copy that whole thing. Okay, that is step 3. Dy dx equals to the limit of delta x approaching 0 for delta y delta x. Okay, now from here we can find dy dx. Okay, what is dy dx? Actually, we are finding the differentiation of y with respect to x. Okay, let's substitute delta y delta x. So just now we already found the answer for delta y delta x. So take that whole thing, copy to this part of the step 3. So 6x plus 3 delta x. Okay, from here substitute the 0. Where you should substitute the 0? You should substitute to delta x. Don't substitute into the x, substitute to delta x, okay, so that you can get uh, the value for the entire differentiation. So here will be 6x plus 3 and then put 0 here, okay. So your final answer will be 6x plus 0 is 6x. So 6x is the first derivative by using the first principle. Okay, let's see. Okay, can okay, I already showed you guys 2 examples. Okay, I am going to show you the questions. Okay, that's the questions, and I'm going to give you the final answer. You need to try by yourself using the same method. Okay, the same method. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, let me give you just the final answers only, so that you can check whether your answers are correct. Okay, for this one, your final answer, the dy dx, you will get equals to 4. For this one, your final answer, you will get -2. Okay. We also have self-practice for, okay, this one I think we have A, B, C, D. Okay, 4 question, A, B, C, D. Okay, this one, your dy dx will get 5. For B, your dy dx, you will get 2x minus 1. Okay, you can write down all the answers first. Okay, write down all the answers first, because you guys are just going to use the same step to do. Okay, you're going to use the same step to do. Okay, and then got 2 more, C and D. So during the next class, next week, when we start the next part of the chapter, maybe if you like, you try and then you want teacher to show any of the example, you write down in the chat session, then I will guide you. Okay. This one, you will get 2x plus 2, and D you will get, okay, maybe D you all can give teacher the answer. Let's see what's your answer. It looks, it is fraction and it feels like it might be difficult, but it's the same method. Step 1, okay, change the thing to fx first. Step 1, substitute the x plus delta x inside the x. Then step 2, divide by delta x to obtain the ratio. Step 3, do the limit. Okay, I think next class I'll show you guys D. Okay, then I will go to the next one. Okay, so all this is for you to try. Okay, all this is for you to try. Make sure to try, it's very important. Okay, if you're just watching only, trust me, by tomorrow you will forget. Because, okay, let's see, yesterday was Wednesday, right? Okay, yesterday Wednesday for lunch, what you all had? You all still remember? Or why? Okay, let's go for Sunday. Sunday lunch, what you all had? See, sometimes this kind of things we don't remember, right? So like what we ate also we don't remember. So definitely if you're just watching this only, you're gonna forget. By tomorrow, within 24 hours you'll forget. So it's best do it together with teacher, or like once this live stream is done over already, watch back, do it together again one more time. Okay, because it's very important. Okay, I'm going to go to the last part, which is the first derivative. This super easy to do. Okay, let me explain first a little bit. Okay, what we're going to do, and we will end. Okay, we will end with this part, finding the first derivative. Okay, finding the first derivative. Okay, I think my connection is showing not smooth again. Hold on 1 minute. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go to the last part, first derivative. Okay, let's see. Okay, for first derivative, actually what you're going to do is you're finding the gradient. Okay, you're finding the gradient, or sometimes we call it as gradient function. Okay, you're finding gradient actually. When you find gradient, it means that you are substitute a value, so you say gradient. But if you still find your answers in terms of x, that means you call it as gradient function. Okay, okay. Now what we are going to do for this part, first derivative, is okay, we're going to do the same thing like what we did just now. Okay, just now also is everything okay? Wait now, 1 minute. Okay, I think the connection will be better now. Okay, all right, I'm going to continue. uh can you all tell me if you can see teacher? If you are still watching, you can tell teacher if you are I think you can see me. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I'll go to the last part, the first derivative. Okay, okay, to find the first derivative, what we are going to do is we're going to do the same thing like just now, but just now we did using the first principle, but this one we are not going to use first principle. We're going to do straight away using formulas, or you can say like, actually this is the formula, the one teacher did in the blue big box. Okay, but you don't have to memorize the formula. Okay, you don't have to memorize the formula, understand the method only. Okay, see carefully how teacher do. I'll straight do for the example A. Okay, y equals to x power of 4, isn't it? Okay, what you do, first step, you write dy dx, because dy dx means you are differentiating, you're finding the differentiation. Okay, since there is a power 4 there, okay, the power you bring jump to the front. Okay, you imagine that number 4 is jumping to the front. Okay, usually what I used to say, the number 4 is committing suicide, so it's going jumping to the front. Okay, 4 x. Okay, what will happen to the 4 is the 4 must minus 1. Okay, so when 4 minus 1, you will get 4x power of 3. So this will be your first derivative, 4x power of 3. Okay, can it's very straightforward and simple, right? Power must jump to the front, and minus the power must minus 1. Okay, now we do for B. Dy dx. Okay, we take the power, jump to the front, so you get 6x. 6 minus 1, you get 5. Okay, that's all. That's already your answer for first derivative. Okay, I think C and D you all can do. It's very easy, right? Okay, dy dx. Take the first, take the power, jump to the front, 3. Then the x will become x power 2. Okay, and this one dy dx. Okay, here got no power, so what does this mean? Okay, the power actually here is power 1. Okay, what you must do is this power actually will jump to the front, but since at the front already got number, so you take 1 times the number in front. Okay, that 1, the power 1 times the number in front, so you will get 5. Okay, you will get 5. So 5x. So 1 minus 1. You must minus 1. The moment jump already must minus 1. So since you will get 0, okay, what is x power 0? Okay, anything power 0, actually you will get 1. You can check in calculator like 100 power 0. 1 million power 0, 1 power 0, 20 power 0, all you will get equal to 1. So if letters, okay, like constant also you get power 0, like a power 0, p power 0, q power 0, all these also will be 1. Okay, it will always be 1. Anything power 0 will be 1. Okay, so in this case your answer here will be, okay, 5 then times with 1, which is only 5. Your answer will only be 5. Okay. Alright, so we got 4 more questions, then we will end until this part, differentiating first derivative only. Okay, so this one for E, let's look at E. dy dx. Okay, same, the power, okay, even though the power is negative, method is same. Take the power and you have to multiply with the front number, because in front already got a constant. So 4 times negative 3, you will get negative 12. Then x, okay, negative 3 minus 1, you will get negative 4. Okay, you can leave your answer like this. Okay, usually you can leave your answer like this, but in SPM, sometimes what is required is you cannot let your power be negative. So if your power cannot be negative, another way to write is negative 12. The x you need to bring it to the bottom. Okay, the x you need to bring it down. So the power will be positive power. Okay, this is like another way to write, but both ways also is same. Okay, it's just that sometimes you need to check, you check with your school teacher, because during exam, what teacher experience was, some school teacher they prefer the first way also they give you correct, sometimes the second way only you can get correct. So that depends on how the teacher teach in your school. Okay, that one you just check. Okay, last 3 more. Okay, for f, if you look at the x there, okay, the x is at the bottom, right? So try not to keep the x at the bottom, bring it to the numerator place. So what you do, first you change, so you change to 6x. Okay, what power is it down here actually? Power 1, isn't it? Okay, so when you go up, it becomes negative 1. Okay, now you differentiate. After you bring up the x, then only you differentiate. So you will get dy dx. Okay, dy dx equals to, okay, negative 1 multiply 6. Okay, bring to the front, multiply 6, you will get negative 6. X, negative 1 minus 1, negative 2. Okay, you can leave your answer like this, or if you want to make sure the final answer is positive, bring back the x down. So this is your answer. Okay. Teacher, hope it's clear. Okay. The last 2 questions. Let's use. Okay. First step, if you see the question got x at the bottom as the denominator, first step you bring to the top. So you will get y equals to 8x power negative 4. From here, then you differentiate to become dy dx. So you will get, okay, negative 4, you multiply with 8, you will get negative 32. Okay, negative 4 minus 1, you get negative 5. So I'm going to leave the answer as this. But if you're going to change it to positive, bring the x to the denominator place. Okay, the last one. Okay, let me ask this one. Okay, this one might look like tricky a little bit. for x8. Okay. Now, at the bottom, there is 4 and there is x power of 8. So, which one should I bring to the top? Should I bring only the x power of 8 or should I bring both 4x power of 8? Should I only bring x power of 8 or should I bring both 4x power of 8? Let's see. Because this might look tricky, but if you understand the concept, you are differentiating with respect to x, so you will understand that you only bring the x power of 8 only. Okay, understand the concept. That means you can separate the x from the 4. Can. Okay, so when you are separating it, it will look like this. So y negative 3 over 4 x power of negative 8, because only the x is going to the top. Okay, then from here now you differentiate. So dy dx negative 8 multiply with negative 3 over 4. Okay, negative 8 times negative 3 over 4. We get 6. Okay, so your answer will be 6x negative 8 minus 1 negative 9. So you can leave your answer like this, or 6 over x power of 9. So this can be the final answer. So both equal only. Okay. Okay. So I think I'm going to stop until here. Next class, we will go towards the following. Okay. So make sure to keep practicing the first principle. Very important. Okay, first principle, your step 1, step 2, step 3, and also your ratio method. Sorry, limit, the limit method. Okay, the one that we did just now. If 0 over 0 means cannot solve, infinity over infinity cannot solve, so you have to do factorization. Okay, so make sure to apply. Okay, I hope today's class was beneficial, okay, for all of y'all, and hope to see y'all next week so that you are ready. If let's say you have question, you can ask teacher next class, like any of the homework practices, okay, the self practices, you can ask teacher. Okay, all right, have a good night, see y'all soon, take care.